this is Leon. Now, you may be wondering why I have a video looking like a Caucasian female instead of my normal videos that I do, me as a black male, African American. Well, let me tell you, because I don't define myself by the way I look. I know some people out there, um, they like to inform themselves. They like to tell themselves, I'm a black man, or I'm a black woman, or I'm a white female, or I'm a Latino. But see, I don't want to define myself by the way I look. I don't want to define myself by my culture. I don't want to define myself by my religion. I don't want to define myself by any of that. Because when I do, my thing is when I define myself as these things, I I I create a door and I close myself up from the existence. Therefore, I want to leave the door open. But in order to leave the door open, I feel as though I have to undefine myself. Because if I leave the door closed, I am in a room by myself. And everything within that room is everything that I've defined myself as. But when I'm able to step out of that room, I see the rest of existence. I see everything. Therefore, the reason for me creating this video is to undefine myself as my picture presentation of how I really look, which is a black male. Because I know in essence that I am not this black male. I know that when I die, my body dies, but I remain. And when I remain, I will not be in the form of a black male. When I die, I will not look as though I look. Some people like to really define themselves by how they look, which is fine. Unless it gets to your head. Then it's a problem. But yes, I am a black male. But I know in essence that I'm not a black male. I know that in essence I am life. I know that in essence I am eternity. I know that in essence I am that I am. What does that mean? Okay, let me give you an example of what I am that I am means to me. I am that I am. Take a blank sheet of paper. What do you see on that blank sheet of paper? You see nothing. But when you take a pen and you write on that paper, you can write anything on that piece of paper. Anything that you want. I am that I am. I am existence. I am breath. I am here. And so yes. That's the reason why I created this video. Because I don't want to define myself by the way I look, basically. So yes. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks.